Hi, I'm Steve Friedman with Rockstar Excel. Today's video is a little different. Instead of showing you how to do something specific, it's about how to get better at Excel in general. This is a discussion I have at the end of my classes. My Excel Made Easy class is designed to bring people up to a high level of Excel skill quickly and easily, but it's also about how to think about Excel in general. I want my students to continue to improve and build their skills after they complete my class. Formal classes and training are a great way to learn quickly, but you also want continual growth through the course of your career and life. In Excel, there are usually many ways to accomplish whatever it is you want to do, but these methods differ in how complex and time-consuming they are and how well they work. For example, instead of filling a formula, you could retype it 100 times. That works, but it takes 100 times as long, so it's clearly not the best way. When you sit down to create a spreadsheet, you want to take a minute to think about which combination of the Excel functions and features you know is the most effective way to do what you want. Effective meaning fast, easy, and correct. And for spreadsheets you'll continue to use in the future, they should also be fast and easy to update while still giving correct answers. This is the most important skill in Excel. Being good at Excel isn't about learning the most functions. It's about understanding how, why, and when to use the most powerful functions and features effectively. And the more you practice this, the better you'll get. But this doesn't mean you should stop learning new things. My next tip is that anytime you're doing something in Excel that seems clunky or dumb, Google if there's a better way to do it. Or if you're thinking, there ought to be a way to do such and such in Excel, there probably is. You just need to Google to find out what it is. Note that you should use Google instead of Excel's help section. Likely someone has written an article clearly explaining what you need to know, and that's what Google's rankings will point you to, while Excel's help files tend to not be very user-friendly. I recommend researching better ways to do things, even if the time it takes to research, learn, and implement a new process ends up taking longer than doing things the old clunky way, because learning a new skill in Excel is an investment in yourself for the future. Which brings me to my next tip. When you learn something in one context, think about how you can use it in other contexts. Every new technique, function, and feature you learn is another tool in your toolbox, which you can use for all sorts of things for the rest of your life. You should also look for ways to improve your processes, even when there isn't anything obviously wrong. I set a rule for myself that every month, I have to find something to improve about my recurring processes. I'm always asking in the back of my mind, is there a better or faster way to do this? When I first start a job, the monthly financial close will take 2 weeks. After a year or two, I'll have it down to half a day. Then my employers love me because I'm so efficient that I'm doing the work of multiple people. And I'm happy because this means they're willing to pay me more while I can work shorter hours. And I rarely use super advanced techniques. This is all with methods I teach in my Excel Made Easy class, just applied in the right ways. While there are a ton of extremely complicated and confusing aspects to Excel, the most powerful features, the ones that turn you into an Excel master, are simple and easy to learn. That's how my Excel Made Easy class can turn anyone into an Excel expert in just 4 2-hour sessions, even people who are afraid of spreadsheets or have never used Excel before. But sometimes, there are functions that will do things better than the ones you already know. So every 6 months or so, set aside 15 minutes to read through the complete list of Excel functions. Microsoft is constantly adding new ones, so you'll want to look at the official list at Microsoft's support site, which I'm linking to in the video description. Most of these will be useless to you. You'll probably never need to know the inverse hyperbolic cosine of a number, or even what that means. But you'll likely find a few functions that you didn't know about that will be useful. It's worth doing this every so often. What you're using Excel for may change, and you may discover a function that's useful for what you're doing now that you hadn't noticed previously. Plus, Microsoft is constantly adding new functions. For example, I just discovered this array to text function while making this video. This is something new that's in beta, which looks very useful, and I'll be using all the time once it hits general release. I hope you found this discussion on improving your Excel skills useful. Please like and subscribe, and check out rockstarexcel.com. Our Excel Made Easy class typically runs every other month. You can also sign up for our newsletter for tips on using Excel to make your life easier, submit questions for a future video, and book a free consultation to learn how we can save you time and money with consulting and done-for-you solutions. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned so we can help make you an Excel rockstar.